Marketing and advertising can be complicated. What's most important?
What should I focus on?
Direct marketing?
Email campaigns?
Social media?
Cold calling?
With Marketing Atlas, you'll have a clear guide to get more leads, close more sales, and take your business to the next level. Welcome to Marketing Atlas.
Marketing Atlas.
Marketing Atlas.
With your host, Hernan Vasquez.
So, if your Facebook ads stopped working and you want to turn them around, I'm going to tell you how to do that. One of the ways that you can use to do that on this video, on this piece of content. Okay. Hope that everyone is doing really well. Welcome to today's piece of content. I would say, I'm not going to say a video because then we turn this into a podcast audio and we dice it and slice it and we send it to everywhere. So hope that everyone is doing really well. And today what I want to share with you guys is a technique or a strategy that we use in our own agency, in our digital marketing agency, to make sure that our campaigns keep on working and keep on delivering for clients. Okay. And this is really important when you're running Facebook ads. By the way, 90% of people will not do what I'm about to tell you. Okay. And this is not clickbait. This is the reality. But first, before we go into that, I just want to remind you guys that we have our $100 million framework on sale for a limited time. If you want to get it, go to 100mframework.com and get your copy. Here's how we got to that framework. Over the past 6 and 7 years, we've run ads for guys like Frank Kern, Grant Cardone. We advised Tony Robbins and Dean Graciosi's team. We run ads for Agora Publishing. I was Frank Kern's CMO for 3.5 years. I was Grant Cardone marketing director. And what we did, I ran ads for Dan Henry. I ran ads for Paul Getter, Patrick Bet-David, and a bunch of other people. And what we basically did is we went through all of our ads that generated millions of dollars in sales for these names and some other names. And we distilled what was working. We came up with a formula. Okay. We came up with a formula on how to launch and create really, really good ads that work no matter what we were selling. We applied this formula to 350 plus agency clients. This is the formula that we use to write and create ads for our own agency clients. And this is the exact formula that we teach our students, our coaching students, okay? So this formula is distilled and it's put together in a really easy to comprehend and really easy to go through course. And that course will show you how to write, what to write about, what images to use, what videos to use, what to say in your videos based on millions of dollars of testing, basically what's working on Facebook and Instagram to get people to click on your ads and become clients and leads for your company. So again, the formula is on sale right now. All you need to do is to go to 100mframework.com. There's a link somewhere around here as well that you can click. It's really inexpensive and it can change the way you approach the advertising game on Facebook. And the reason why I'm telling you this and the reason why it's really relevant to the topic of today's piece of content is because one of the things that we do, and this is probably something that you went through as well, is that you launch a Facebook campaign and it crushes it. It does really, really well for maybe a day or two, and then it tanks. Or maybe it works really well for a week or for a couple of weeks, and then it stops performing completely. In fact, I was talking to a friend the other day. We were texting, and he has a challenge. He has a high ticket offer on the back end. And we were talking about, he just hired this new agency. He was kind of asking me for feedback. And he said, look at what my team sent. Okay, so he showed me some screenshots, and he's like, we just launched this campaign 3 hours ago, and we're getting challenge buyers for $4 or $5 or something like that. And he was ecstatic, right? If I can get this to hold, if I can scale this, and I'm like, okay, dude, you launched this 2-3 hours ago. It's really normal that you will get a lot of results initially over the first 24, 48 hours of your campaign. That's great traction. But I do expect your cost to go up. I do expect this to equalize and, get to more real levels. So a couple of days later, I text him again and I was like, hey, how your ads are performing? He was like, yeah, you were right. He's still paying great price to acquire customers for his challenge, but still is closer to normal, right? And Facebook does that a lot. Like when you're running Facebook ads, you might launch a campaign and it works really well and then it stops working. So what we do, this is a strategy that we do with all of our agency clients at scaledriven.com is we refresh creatives for them every single week. And depending on what we're doing, depending on the amount of money that we're managing for them on the platforms, we might refresh creatives every couple of days. Now, Here's how we do it. Okay. Now, the good news is that you don't need to reinvent the wheel. If you have a couple of ads that are working really, really well, what you want to do is you want to make slight tweaks to that ad or to those ads. So, for instance, we just launched a brand new training and we just sent it to the list. I'm going to start advertising potentially this week or next. And I recorded 10 to 15 videos, about the training. And out of those 10 to 15 videos, maybe 2, 3, maybe 4 will end up working really well. Most of the videos that I record don't work, but this is normal. Most of the ads that you launch don't work unless you have these formulas. So I know that there's a high chance that my videos will work because we know how to create and launch ads that work really well. But still, like, some videos do better than others. So I grab those videos that work really well, and then I might do slight changes for them, right? I might change the thumbnail, or I might trim a couple seconds here and there, or I might change the copy slightly, or I might change the first line, or I might change the headline. And that gives us a lot of mileage for the same ads. The reality is that the timeline on Facebook and the advertising space on Facebook is sold out, right? So what does that mean? Is that Facebook is always trying to get the platform fresh. It's always trying to make the platform really fresh and whatnot, and with new content to keep their users in there, Instagram and Facebook. So targeting on Facebook is relatively easy, right? Targeting on Facebook, you can be broad with your targeting. So targeting is relatively easy. When Facebook becomes kind of hardworking stuff, it's at the creative level. So if you refresh creatives, the way we do it is we grab the audiences that are working and we just launch new creatives to those same audiences. So once you find the audience that work really well for you, you just need to keep on showing them new ads and new creatives. And again, that's what we do for clients. That's what I recommend you do for your campaigns. If they were working a couple weeks ago, but they're not working anymore, that's what I would suggest you do. Because when you launch new creatives, usually the cost to acquire customer leads, cost per click, CPMs tend to go down. And then you repeat the process over and over again. Now, most people won't do this. Why? Because it's hard work, right? I have a graphics designer, a copywriter in my team and whatnot, and we take care of that. But if you really want to accelerate the way and the rate that you put out creatives out there in the marketplace, get the framework, because this will allow you to basically fill in the blanks when it comes to your Facebook advertising. Again, if you go to 100mframework.com, you will be able to get it. I was listening to Russell Brunson once on stage, and he was showing us how he was able to be so successful with his book launches, right? He does a lot of information in front of ClickFunnels, right? So he does information to SaaS, to software. That's how he's able to scale ClickFunnels that fast. So right now they're doing a challenge and whatnot, but every time they have a new campaign going, they put out a lot of creatives, a lot. Like he was showing Traffic Secrets, I think it was the campaign. He showed like 25 creatives on stage that they were going through, right? So if they're doing it, if we're doing it, and we spend millions of dollars on ads every single month, then if you're going to spend a couple thousand, one of the best ways to approach Facebook ads this day and age is to be ready to put out creatives pretty frequently. And again, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can go ahead and make slight changes to your images, to your videos, slight changes to the copy, and that will count as a creative refresh. Okay, and if you want to, again, make things so much easier for you, go to 100mframework.com or click the link somewhere around here. You'll be able to get my formula, my framework to create really, really good ads that work no matter what you're selling. We try this on many different niches, many different countries even, many different industries, and it works. Again, it will show you what to write about, how to write about it, what images to use, what videos to use, what to say in your video ads. And it's all in this mini course. It's on sale right now. Go get it. Pretty sure you're going to like it. There's nothing like it out there, not with this precision of detail and not with the experience that we have. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys really soon.